When divestment first emerged, I had no idea what that word meant. It felt really jargony and wonky and financial. I had very little interest in talking about endowments or investment portfolios, and actually what drew me into the work was building a really solid team of folks who are committed to talking about root causes of the climate crisis and how to make an intervention in the way that the environmental movement had been operating for decades, calling upon institutions to take a stand around the way that the fossil fuel industry contributes to climate injustice. We were pushing the Claremont colleges, the 5 colleges, to divest from fossil fuels. Pitzer prides itself on being one of the greenest schools in America, and so we thought if we could start there, we'd be able to build out from that point. We initially started out thinking, oh yeah, we can totally negotiate with these people, we can push them, they know it's the right thing to do, just make a lot of good arguments, make a lot of emotional arguments. In the first presentation that we were invited to come to the Board of Trustees and talk about divestment, I remember Don sitting at this round table of trustees. Some trustees were texting, some were talking to each other. A lot of them weren't looking at me at all.
I think my response initially was skeptical. I think for the board, the starting point was we have a fiduciary duty to the college. From the standpoint of the students, it was starting more at the point of we have a duty to live up to our core values.
Don was actually one of the most in opposition on the Board of Trustees. We started going through an intensive process of negotiation and pushing consistently just to keep divestment on the table. We were learning really quickly that what we needed to do was build power and to build a base of support on campus that extended beyond just the student body, but also bringing in faculty and alumni support.
It wasn't enough to have someone who was passionate about the issue, but I think in our case it took someone who was really willing to listen and to consider alternative points of view. And in fact, really, I think the faculty at Pitzer took their lead from her as well.
And I'd now like to invite Pitzer College trustee Don Gould and one of Pitzer's graduates today, Jessica Grady-Benson, to the podium to make a special announcement about the next 50 years of Pitzer College.
We have set an ambitious goal to cut our own carbon footprint by 25% in the next 2.5 years. We have created a fund within the endowment that will focus solely on investments designed to promote sustainability. And we have committed to divest our endowment of substantially all fossil fuel company stocks by the end of this year.
So I think that was exciting proof that actually organizing around divestment it is possible to win. And so I completely rerouted my post-college plans and committed to organizing with the Fossil Fuel Divestment Student Network and have just been doing that ever since.